Okay, I'm playing catch up. I'm at work, guys. So, but anywho, this is the Housewives of Potomac, Bravo TV. This is season 6, episode 16. What is this called? Something about. Hold on. Oh, crab boiling over. All right, so it's time for the crab boil. Everybody's getting dressed, and it should be a good dinner, right? Of course, everything does start off pretty well. They go outside, it's a little chilly, so a couple of them have to have blankets. And G was like, ooh, it's a little uncomfortable for me, so I'm going to eat up inside. So, okay, he leaves. Everybody starts to eat, everybody's munching. They bring up, they bring up Eddie, asking, how's everybody doing and all that stuff, with your lives. And Ashley asked Eddie how is he doing with his parent situation, because if we remember from first season when we met them, him and Wendy, they got married to two different tribes. Like, they're both Nigerian, but there's different tribes and different levels to that, you know what I'm saying? And his mother wasn't happy that he ended up marrying her tribe, because I don't know, it's their enemy, or maybe they think that they're beneath them. I don't know, but it's, like I said, it's different levels, and they wasn't on the same level. So they just haven't talked in a while, actually since they got married. But he says they have had some communication with his mom, and they are working on it. Like, it's baby steps, but at least the line is open. So that is good and all good on his side. Hopefully the mother comes around so she can meet the grandkids and all that good stuff, right? It's all about family. Forget who is what and where and why. I know Wendy's mom could be a lot, but it's all about love. So, Gordon brings his butt back outside, talking about, hey, Mia, let's get a drink. And then he makes a joke about, oh, I could be doing a whole bunch of stuff than being on this trip, because, like, remember, he didn't really want to come. He's just here for the wife. I could be sleeping, you know what I'm saying? And they said, oh, really? Don't say sleeping, because you was just ragging on Ashley for sleeping in the car. He like, oh, you talking about the van? What you talking about? In the corner? What you talking about? The ride? We was in the car? We was driving? Oh, you got amnesia now? And this is Ashley piping up. Because, it's about her. Oh, you got amnesia now? What's going on, huh? You don't remember? You was messing with me. All I was trying to do was take a little nap in the back seat. Oh, man, that girl, that was just all jokes and stuff. Yeah, whatever. But, so now she's all mad. And since she said, what she say? You got amnesia? What? You old now? Like those kind of comments. It was a little rude, girl, because it wasn't even that serious. I took it as a joke, like, because she was literally laying in the back, like. So, the first one to go to sleep gets the joke. How do we not know this? Yeah, so of course Mia didn't like Ashley trying to say, you got Alzheimer's, you old, you amnesia now, Mr. Gordon. So of course, Mia being the wife, don't be talking to my husband like that. Where is your husband? Oh, he's at home with our children. Are you sure? I mean, girl, there's so many reads we can give you and Michael as to why he's not here. And we already know he's not here. Can we check that just for 1 second? Pause on the cause, because it's already 16 episodes. Michael has not yet once been to any dinner and any function with all the people to gather together. Has not once, which I guess we're going to get there when we go to the wedding. Juan hasn't either. So I'm thinking Michael was just a little bit fed up with all that past drama that he had, from him cheating, from him touching the booty, the cameraman, from him going to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, him and Juan. Listen, he said, no more. Ain't nobody gonna have nothing to say with me at this reunion, on Twitter, on nothing. Ain't nobody defending anything, because I'm just gonna stay at home with my baby. That's what I'm gonna do, and that's it. So, okay, just be that. And Ashley, of course, she got to be on the show and do what she got to do to make her little $2, even though she should be at home breastfeeding your own baby. But sure, whatever. Let her have her fun. Yeah, so of course, well, she's defending whatever she said, and Gordon said, well, look, it was a joke. I apologize for, I guess, offending you in some type of way, but bitch, I'm not offended in no type of way, because I ain't no old and senile ass old man, and I ain't gonna apologize for what I said. So, because it is what it is, bitch. So he went on his way, and of course, me and him had an argument because he said Alzheimer's, so now I got to defend everybody who has Alzheimer's and dementia and whatnot because you're, speaking to the world now. It's all this shame and shit that goes on in these worlds these days. Goodness gracious, you can't say one little thing because now you just defending a whole bunch of the whole sector. So we're done with that lunch. Obviously, the three singles, the throuple going on, the Siamese twins plus Ashley. Yeah, y'all shouldn't have showed up because y'all didn't need to be here. It's a couples trip. We're supposed to have fun. GVO. And for some reason, y'all just ain't jumping on that bandwagon. Ain't nobody good vibes nowhere between you three. And side note, look, I don't take no offense to Gordon with him getting drunk and him having fun. That is all that man is doing. Having a good time. He on vacation. I can have a drink. I can't joke and kiki and cuckoo. That's what we supposed to do. Like, y'all being all hostile and being offensive for no dang reason. That's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not offended by nothing Gordon do. I will party with Gordon, like, for real, right? Let's go. Like, I bet me and him have a whole bunch of fun. And that's probably why y'all mad at her, because they be getting it in and y'all don't. So we get some invitations. Everybody's home now. The trip is over, okay? Done with. Everybody got to go home, relax, go back to work, whatever, get your kids. And Karen sends out her invitations for the wedding. And the invitation, of course, is in Karen Huger Grand Dame style, over the top. It's these boxes full of butterflies. And, of course, some of them are halfway dead. But, we got the gif. It was pretty good gesture or whatnot. She probably, I don't know if she told them to open them outside or not, because I think Mia and Gordon was trying to open theirs on the inside. Like, ugh, do we want these things up in the house? I mean, they were kind of pretty. I don't know, she probably should have requested some prettier looking ones. And of course, Gizelle and Robin and them, oh, these moths, she don't send these moths. Bitch, don't even come to the wedding. Like, I ain't got time for y'all. But they got to come for TV. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for TV, they wouldn't be on the list. So, we get Mia and Gordon, they're back and settled, and we find out, their wedding anniversary was actually happened around this time that they did the vacation. So when they got home, they figured, oh, well, Mom was so good, can we do 2 more days, just us alone and, enjoy ourselves for our anniversary. As soon as they leave, their phone is just blowing up. The mom has just gotten overwhelmed with dealing with the kids. And, when they coming back, what y'all doing? I don't know how to say. No, it wasn't all that. But Mia said it was pretty much, it started with, what is she supposed to feed the kids, okay? And just from there, just escalated. Her and Gordon had some words. And 2 hours of them trying to enjoy their vacation, they basically had to come right back home to deal with the mess. And the mama just left. So for Mia, it's unfortunate because they worked so hard to get this relationship back together. And she doesn't want to just fall apart like this. Like, I don't want my husband and mom arguing, and I don't want the kids to experience, the hardships that the mother has been through and put Mia through. So they'll figure that out. Gizelle and her daughters, they always have this little talk about relationships and because they're growing up and things like that. And, what type of men they should be dating and don't be like mommy, that whole spiel. And, of course, we don't want to be like mom. And they said it. Like, we see you and we see dad. And we know we don't want no type of that shit. We don't want no parts. Like, we're going to find dudes or women, I don't know, what I'm saying, but look like they're all straight. But we're going to find partners who are just not going to treat us like our dad treated you, and we're not going, or how other men treat you, and we're not going to treat our men the way that you treat your guys. Because obviously, Mom, you're just not so good in this dating world. So, of course, the girls always keep it real with her. And do she listen? No. Do she care? Yes. And I will say, that's the only good thing about Gizelle is she's a good mom, and at least she teaches the girls some good stuff. And hell, she don't even got to teach them nothing because they watching and they see. We don't want to be like you, mama. I forgot. Gizelle does let us know, and the girls, that she is dating. She's just not sure if she's going to bring a date or not to the wedding, which hints the whole conversation about relationships. And but she's not gonna let us know who she dating just yet. Okay, maybe next season if he gonna stick around. Maybe he don't want to be on the TV. We'll see. At least she got somebody. Well, look, she letting us know she getting some dick. That's all that. Look, as long as she getting some dick, that's all that matters, girl. You know, Ashley going to therapy because, as we know in the past, Michael has not been, the most faithful, especially when she had Dean. He had a little infidelity hiccup, I think maybe 2 or 3 months after the baby. So, and plus she had like depression and all that stuff. So it was just a lot for her to deal with. So with having this baby, it's just rehashing all that, old memories, old feelings. And that's what therapy's for. Let's talk it out. Let's work it out. Basically, they have not had sex yet. It's only, you got to wait 6 weeks after you have your baby. And, the doctor recommends 6 weeks that you wait. And then, from there, whatever. Take your time. It's up to you and how you feel in your body. So she's, taking it slow. But she has tried to initiate some type of intimacy with Michael, being touchy-feely here. Do you want me to, massage your ear? Should I, break out, the whipped cream tonight or the grapefruit, you know what I'm saying? And you can use an orange. Anybody, if you don't have a grapefruit, it might be small. You just got to make the hole bigger and it just won't be so... and it might break, but at least you can still get it on there, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's another story for another time, and it's all, and hey, comedian's business, okay? Anywho, so, the doctor's giving her tips on, so, okay, you can do other things that doesn't necessarily mean let's just have sex. Like, if, you can still, do the little things, let's talk, let's, go on date night. Let's, inch your way into it before you just jump straight into the pool. And, but she is, even though she's had those thoughts of him cheating and things of that nature, she believes that he is not doing anything currently because he told her that he's not. He told her that he's okay with whatever they got going on. It almost sounds like he might be scared to touch her or something. I'm not sure because we're not talking to him, we're talking to her. So it's really hard to read on, what's going on with Michael for real, besides, just what she's telling us. So, and that's kind of what I'm getting it at. It's either he's maybe a little scared right now to go there, or he's, maybe he's waiting on you for the right moment, for the right time. And I don't know, because Ashley... since she's had the baby, she's just not the same Ashley. We all see this because she was, big perky, big woo, jumping all over the place. And now she's like, ugh, I got to slow down now that my mom mode is kicking in. And I just, it's a lot of hesitation on her part. So, her and Michael, figure it on out. Is he cheating? Is he not cheating? I don't know. Okay, so Wendy is doing a little photo shoot for her candles. And, she lets us know where the name comes from. I keep butchering it all the time. Yoni. But basically, I'm saying Yoni like, Yoni. But it's similar, whatever. But basically the name is a family name. Comes from her mother and her daughter or whatever combination. And... this is her baby. This is her brand she's building, and I believe she sold out when she actually dropped it. So if y'all got one, let me know how it smells. Does it smell good? I'm have to find one, and I'm have to find one of Karen's too. They probably $20 a pop. We'll see. But anywho, while they are doing the photo shoot, they figure out that the guy who's actually the photographer is of African as well. I don't know if he was Nigerian, but he's African. And he goes on to say that he's an engineer, but this is his other side job as a photographer. She's like, see, Mom, did your mom make you be an engineer? Yes, see, that's the African way, isn't it? See, Mom, he's an engineer and he's a photographer. And hear her mama go, ain't you glad you a doctor? like right in front of the man like that. That is just so rude. Oh my gosh, like he ain't nothing because he over here taking pictures even though he a whole ass engineer. Ooh, mama, she's something else. So of course Wendy just continues the conversation like, yeah, I appreciate everything you done for me, mom, but there's certain things that you have not done for me. For instance, saying sorry. And what you mean? I did everything I could for you. Raising kids is not easy, but I did it. And I come home and I said I love you guys, and I tucked you in. Doo doo doo. Mama, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. You ain't gonna tell me what I did. Oh, okay, whatever. That's what my experience. But when you at, I'm getting upset now. So she ends up walking out and everything. I'm like, ooh, Wendy, your mama is a handful, and she was not about to take that conversation. Like, you said, who? I did what? Look, you a doctor, ain't you? You got 4 degrees, don't you? So who did that? You did that for me, or did you do that for you? Girl, she did that for you. It's okay. Don't nobody work that hard. Americans, we do not work. I mean, we should, but 4 degrees and doctor and all that. She a whole ass commentary on the CNN and all this stuff. Professor, essential line, and her realization is just, had she not been so pressured into doing all that 4 degrees mess, she could have been investing in what she really wanted to do. That was all that she was trying to get across. And her mama was just not having it. Like, girl, you ain't gonna tell me. She walked her big old boy out of there. Okay, we flipped to Michael and Ashley, and I actually had to chuckle just a little bit because this fool, okay, she trying to be sexy, right? Like, I'm going to follow the doctor's orders, and I'm going to, let's get back into sexy mode and get intimate with my boo and my husband. So she go and rent out a room at the Watergate Hotel, and we all know about Watergate. I think that was the Nixon time with the impeachment and all that stuff or whatever. Yeah, okay, so do your history work there. And we find out that Michael used to own said hotel. Interesting, okay? So we know he's a real estate guy. But we at least know that the money flows, okay? Ain't nothing slowing down on Michael's end. So Ashley will always be straight, which is why she had her prenups in order. But anywho's, like I said, Ashley ain't stupid. But anyway, they, go into this whole sexy time. Well, you look good, smell good. You hungry? Let me feed you. And he goes into this whole rant about how, because the wedding is coming up. So they go into the wedding, and he's like, well, I ain't got no problem. I mean, I just don't like all the bantering between, the Candace and this and that, because then she pull a knife out on you and all this. Yeah, she did. But, I'm trying to work past it and all this stuff. And Chris is, he trying to get over it. Okay, yeah, cool. But I only like Juan. I like hanging out with Juan because me and Juan, what I'm saying, we just get along like this. And I could just do anything with Juan because, me and Juan, that's my buddy right there. Juan. I just love me some Juan. And I'm like, is this a conversation about me and your wife, or is this a conversation about you and wine? Okay, so she had to, she snapped out of it like, wait a minute, forget wine, and she gonna leap on his lap like, let me forget wine. What you getting hot bothered over here? Don't you see this love in front of you? So she hurry up and jump on that fool lap to get him to shut up about wine. Like, oh my gosh. So in the confessional, they like, so do him and Juan got a little bromance going on, or could they have a bromance? And they played a whole montage of him and Juan being together at all the parties and getting drunk and ooh, me and Juan, and yes, me and Juan. I'm like, oh my God, he loved him some wine. You know what? I need to go back and watch What Happens Live after this episode, because if they had, was that the secret word, Andy? A little drink word up there. If it was wine, that shit would have been funny as hell, because he was on it, okay? That is his dude right there. And so yeah, actually had to just cut that out real quick. Like, hold on, put this blindfold on him. He switch his mind up, get the feeling over here. You feel that? What's that? Kiss. You like that? Okay. All right, cameraman, y'all got to go. And I'm like, oh, Lord. And he still was in there talking about other shit besides your ass. Ooh, Ashley. Come on now. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh, excuse me. See, I'm about to get in trouble. I'm supposed to be while I'm on a job, but hey, ain't nobody here. I'm by myself. Anywho's, Gizelle is having a therapy session with her therapist, okay? Now, this conversation is about her relationships with her men and her daughters. Now, when her talking to her daughters, she realized that, they told her that she's emotionally unavailable to them, and that kind of hit something on the nose for her. Like, geez, what the heck am I doing wrong here? And it's not necessarily what she's doing wrong per se. It's just they don't have any good examples to look at. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it, but they don't have any good examples of a good, healthy relationship, because mom and dad worked together, mom and dad split, mom and dad got back together, and now mom and dad are splitting again. So what is up with that? It's a little confusing, and they don't understand the ins and outs as to why, what y'all going through. They just, see the surface and the outside. So they know that it's something, and it's something that they probably don't want to be involved in, like for themselves as they go on to be women and all that stuff in their own relationships. So, right. So how does she navigate this? She just have to figure this out, when it came to her and Jamal, she only got back together with him because she had some type of, I guess, dream in her mind that they can get back together and have a family and, be cool and everything. But then, the distance and things like that, because they don't live in the same state, she realized, okay, maybe my time by myself was actually better than being with him, besides all the other crap that came into play with all the blogs and cheating and who he dating and all this whoop blah, blah, blah. So yeah, she just has a lot of thinking to do. I guess she realizes, okay, I mean, being by herself isn't that bad because she can work on herself, but she has to work on these girls. And how does she, get back emotionally involved so that they, don't just be cold and they just don't be turn out to be like her, just cold-hearted. I don't want to say womanizer, man. Well, she's a woman, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you just go. The Black Widow. Is that what they call them? Yeah, something like that. But anyway, she'll figure it out. This was the Housewives of Potomac. Another decent episode. We're getting down to the wire here. I think the next one will be the finale / wedding. And then we get the reunion. And I should be caught up by then. So thank you guys for watching. And I will see y'all for the next one. All right, peace out.